Hey, what's up, guys? So, I've been having this issue with a certain song, and I'm pretty sure a lot of producers can relate to this. A lot of people, especially people who sample, you hear a certain song, you hear it in the radio, or let's say you're just out with friends and something just catches your ear and you're like, I know what I can do with that. You find a song, you throw it where it needs to go, you chop it up, but then when it comes down to actually formulate and sequence something, it's just not clicking, you know? Anytime you get to that, I mean, normally what I do, I just scrap it and I just come back and try it again. I tried about 10 times with the same exact track constantly. It was just one of those, I knew there was gold there, I just couldn't really put the pieces together. And the song I'm talking about is Blood, Sweat, and Tears, I Love You More Than You'll Ever Know. Really, really good band. If you guys have never checked them out, you guys should check them out. You're gonna find stuff to sample, I can almost guarantee it. And so today what I'm basically gonna go through, I'm just gonna show you guys how I finally chopped it up, and it was straight up simplicity, as well as a few tips and tricks on how I do my snares on Maschine. This would basically be a Maschine driven video, and yeah, man, let's get to it. Before we start, I want to make sure you guys actually hear the sample, because like I said, solid band right from the jump. If you're a sample head like me, I'm pretty sure you're already like, it's just,
you can say I told you so.
okay. So
If I ever hurt you, baby.
good way to start, right? So what I'm gonna do first, and I'm gonna get rid of whatever effects I had set up, so we can kind of start raw from the jump. That's no issue. I hate the whole, let's recreate it from the very beginning. I just feel it's really like when you're in a good moment, good feeling, it's just, that is what it is. I don't want to recreate in some fucking moment. Like, you care about that. You just want to see the end result. So right off the jump, what I ended up doing with my part of the sample that I ended up using was drop the pitch down about 3. So this is what I ended up really chopping. You guys, this is one of the few times where I actually used the threshold slicer. Just like I said, I've gone through so many iterations trying to chop it up myself, going through the different grid presets. And if you guys are familiar with Maschine, you know what I'm talking about how they kind of already do these chops for you. It's a lazy way of doing it, I'll be the first one to say it, but shit, sometimes it just gets the job done for you. And from there, it was just kind of playing with the chops that I had. Now, the thing I always wanted was I wanted the ooze. I didn't really want the More Than You'll Ever Know. I wanted to get that real gospel type sound of it, or not even gospel, more like the choir. You know, that's what I really, really wanted. Bass. Playing around with it, this is what I kind of ended up with. And normally I do drum these on the 16 pads on the Maschine Studio, but for this one, it's just, I wanted a lot of room to cover, so I ended up doing on the complete Control S49, just because sometimes you just want to be able to touch as many samples at the same time as possible. And it's dumb because honestly, once I found out, it was this. simple. You know what I mean? About as simple as you can get. And that's really what I wanted from the very, very beginning. So that's the chop I was kind of stuck with. Something out of here. Now you guys can see exactly what it was. And normally, like when it's something like this, I kind of want to stretch it out as much as possible. Give it a live feel. I don't want to just give it a little 2-bar loop. If I can give it to 8 bars and just kind of see if I can switch it up a little bit here and there, I want to at least give myself that option. I didn't honestly do that. And then came the second thing I want to tell you guys about, the snare. So there's a certain thing I like doing with my snares, which it's nothing major, but I have noticed a few people don't really do it as much, and that is I'll throw a nice little beat delay, I'll offset it, and then what it does, it gives me this snare hit that's that little echo allows it to kind of give it this and it lets that snare kind of play along with what I already have going. So it's not as quantized as just real, just in your face. Once I got done with that, it was just, you know, throwing in some reverb. I use Fab Filter Pro EQ for all my EQers out there. And of course a nice saturation. That would kind of uplift the sample. And then finger bass, just to add additional bass to it. And normally anyone who's ever heard some of my stuff, I usually overdo it with the samples. I try to keep this one very, very simple. I can't stress that enough. It was hard for me to just calm the fuck down and be like, yo, this is cool the way it is. You know what I mean? Because once that came about, throwing in the kicks, simple. Nice open hi-hat. We got the reverse snare and the open snare just to kind of create that space. You know. And these are the small things. Whenever you're stuck at a sample and like you've done things for so long, don't be afraid to just take a step back and go back to the most simplest form of a chop, which is just getting the bass. You know what I mean? Make sure you leave that opening. Make sure you always allow for the MC to shine. And then what I ended up doing with this one, which I haven't done in a long time, is I re-chopped the same sample for my hook. And this is an old trick. I think a lot of the older heads probably know about this one. And what it is you re-cue a second part of the hook, or a second part of the same sample, and it allows you to kind of layer it on top. And what I ended up doing was so then when I play it all together, it's not really now that lead guitar from later on in the same song, I was able to add it in the beginning of it. We already know they're on the same tones and stuff like that. Of course, I did a little bit of added EQing on this one. Same thing, a filter, a nice beat delay, and a reverb. Because it doesn't need to be in your face. Not everything needs to be in your face. Show discretion, man. That was, dude. And that's how we ended up coming out to this beat that I've been struggling with for longer than I really want to admit. You know, so my first videos, guys. like, subscribe, share. Tell me what I need to do better. I'm sure there's a lot. But, you know, and if you guys like it, if you guys have any other ideas, anything that you want me to touch on, my next video that I'm going to be doing is actually touching on my weapons of choice, MPC, Maschine, Pro Tools, and really just how I utilize them. And yeah, man, thanks for watching if you watched, and if you didn't, well, I don't know, that's stupid. Yeah, thanks for watching.